Hello, I'm Lou Gossett Jr. Welcome to the Profiles series. The power of knowledge can go a very long way. Look how far it has already carried us, from our most basic quest for survival to our expanding reach into the universe. And behind every advance are people determined to make a difference. In this program, we'll introduce you to some of these creative individuals and learn part of their recipes for success.
In 1965, in New Orleans, a lab technician divorced with 2 young boys spotted a classified ad in the local paper. A rundown neighborhood restaurant called Chris Steakhouse was for sale. With no business experience and against the advice of friends and advisors, Ruth Fertel mortgaged her house to buy it. Determined to make it in a business that was dominated by men at the time, she renamed it Ruths Chris Steakhouse. That was the first of today's 86 famous named steakhouses in the U.S. and around the world.
Right from the beginning, Ruth served only the best Midwestern USDA prime corn-fed beef. Only 2% of all beef even qualify. It's those exacting standards that people experience in the 14,000 steaks served every day in Ruth's Chris restaurants around the world. Ruth's standards are standards still today.
Ruth devised a simple approach to creating the perfect steak. Each one is cut individually in 12 to 22 ounce servings because thicker, larger cuts retain their natural juices during the cooking process. A simple seasoning of salt and pepper is added. Then it is broiled in a trademark 1800-degree broiler that Ruth designed herself. Each perfectly cooked steak is placed on a plate that's been heated to 500 degrees so the sizzle and heat remain constant from the first to the last bite. A dab of butter and sprinkle of parsley are the finishing touches.
Her philosophy of give people the very best. Buy the best meat, buy the best potatoes, buy the best broccoli, buy the best of everything. And people aren't stupid, she'd say, over and over again, and they will beat a path to your door for the very best.
I've been a fan of Ruth Chris for many years. My husband was a traveling salesman who ate in the original Chris restaurant in New Orleans. He met Ruth Fertel when she purchased the restaurant, and then we prayed for them to come north. I have eaten in many Ruth Chris restaurants. The steak is always consistently fabulous.
The mother of 2 envisioned a comfortable, inviting haven for both employees and customers. Everyone was treated graciously, as if a guest around the table in her own home. A simple approach to quality service and hospitality.
You always felt so welcome. I don't care who it was. And she was just such a gracious hostess. And I realized as I, experienced more fun times with her in her home, my goodness, no wonder this is easy for her.
We're here once a week. This is like family to us. In fact, we even have our own table. Every Friday night, they know that we will be here, bar none. It's our table. Friends last week were here and wanted our table and couldn't have it, and I was proud to say, that's my table and I'm a part of the Ruths Chris family.
One of the first ladies of American restaurants, Ruth Fertel received several honors while she was opening restaurants across the country and around the world.
Ruth's Chris Steak has won many awards over the years. The most distinguished would be, of course, the Rona, that's Distinguished Restaurants of North America, the Wine Spectator Award, which is coveted in many, many locations, and most of all, the most prestigious, Ruth Fertel's membership in the Distinguished Restaurants Hall of Fame.
She granted franchise rights to only 17 close friends and business associates who would maintain her high standards of excellence. When Ruth opened her first restaurant, she never dreamed she'd create an international icon.
The very best is a very big part of what is part of the brand, and the consistency of giving people the very best over and over again, city after city, country after country. And I think how she permeates in my own restaurants for people to say, I just had the greatest meal I have ever had, and I've been listening to that since 1968.
Today's family, friends, and associates around the world feel Ruth Fertel's generous spirit in each of her restaurants. Her simple recipe, warm hospitality, fine dining, and attentive service continue to delight guests at the temples of steak she created from scratch.
We hope this program has been an inspiration to you and all you hope to achieve. Be sure to join us next time as we continue to profile the people and ideas changing the way we live. I'm Lou Gossett Jr.